It amazes me how certain people can show hatred towards another individual for no reason. You see what I'm saying? We are actually allowed as humans to hate. You see what I'm saying? That is part of being a balanced individual. That is part of having a higher self and a lower self. So when you hate, you see what I'm saying? There's supposed to be a logical reason behind that hatred. See what I'm saying? If somebody comes and pillages your land, robs your resources, rapes your women, kills your children, and gives you diseases, you have a karmic right to show hatred towards the individual that caused you to be in that situation. That's part of being a balanced individual. What do we see on those walls of Kemet? We see the scales of Ma'at, the scales of balance, which means if anybody is coming to you or presenting themselves to you as 100% nice, just this perfect, pure angel kind of individual, we all know that that's fake and that's phony. And that's somebody trying to deceive you and mislead you, or somebody trying to manipulate you so you can serve their purpose. You see what I'm saying? If somebody is showing nothing but hatred and bigotry, you see what I'm saying? A person who condones murdering, raping, stealing, and pillaging, that person is a demon, because that person is all about 100% hatred all of the time. Okay, we are human beings. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Okay, so what I'm saying is, by nature, humans have the power to love and create, and have the power to hate and have animosity. Okay, we need those two energies to be put together to make who we are today. Okay, in this third dimensional realm. Okay, so when I see people out here, you know what I'm saying, still watching a channel that they claim that they hate, it really blows my mind, because like I said, the unsubscribe button is right there. But you know what's so interesting? You know what's so funny about that? Everybody, even the trolls who say that they hate me and they hate the message I put out, they're still watching every single goddamn video. Every single video, they're right there. They're right. So that means they sitting on their couch, they sitting behind their computer desk, and something inside them. There's a conflict going on inside of them. There's a conflict going on inside of them. They know that the right information is on this channel, but they're still hanging on Jesus's clothing. They're still hanging on Jesus. You see what I'm saying? They're still hanging on Christianity. They're still hanging on flat earth. They're still hanging on this gematria bullshit. They're still hanging on to it. And they know the truth is on this channel. You see what I'm saying? So they're confused. They're confused, and there's a conflict going on inside of them. So they come on this channel and show hatred because they're not comfortable with who they are on the inside. And it shows. And it shows. You know what I'm saying? It shows. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You see what I'm saying? I will continue to bash the religion that destroyed the world, which is Christianity. I don't care. I don't care who it offends. Do your research. Do your research. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame me. Blame the Vatican. Blame the Vatican. Blame the Zionist Jews. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It is literally mind-boggling how stupid and ignorant and how much people can be filled up with so much hatred and animosity. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's insane. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to bash the religion that destroyed the world. Technically, all religions destroyed the world, but the two religions that really did it were Christianity / Catholicism and the Zionist form of Judaism. Those two completely destroyed the planet. Okay, and I could go on for hours, giving you nothing but documented proof. Okay, it's really sad, man. Like I said, it's really sad. And you know what that means? When you have nothing better to do but to bash somebody who's trying to help the masses. That means that you have no soul. That means that your soul is actually dying off. Yeah, it's possible too. It's possible too, people. Anything is possible. Okay? Your soul is actually dying off. Between the chemtrails and the GMO foods, okay, and the hatred you have for other people and other individuals on this planet, that shows that your soul is dying off. And you can never say that I have hatred, I have any form of unreasonable hatred, because who have I told to that you can go out and shoot and go out and kill? Have I ever condoned anybody going out and shooting and killing random people or random police officers? You never heard that on this channel. Like I said, I hate the doctrine that destroyed the world. I hate the Zionists that control this planet. That is a reasonable form of hatred. I'm talking to idiots out there who are trying to bring down a messenger. That's who I'm talking about. What's your problem? Okay? So like I said, it's very obvious that your soul is dying off. So let me tell you why your soul is dying off. Your soul is dying off because the chemtrails are actually causing your melanin to go backwards, to reconfigure itself and to go backwards, to spiral down in a 6 instead of spiraling up in a 9. Okay? Also, if you're eating human meat at these fast food chains, or you're eating GMO foods, okay? Like I said, it doesn't matter what race you are, you're either going to spiral through the Stargate, or you're going to be reincarnating on this planet for the next thousands of years. Okay? And one event that is going to determine that is going to be the solar flare, okay, that's coming to this planet anytime between 2019 and 2021. Okay? There's going to be a massive solar flare that hits this planet's atmosphere. Okay? And this is why our government built underground cities, okay, to hide from it, because they know that their 666 is not going to go to a 616, and they're not going to be crystallized and become the true Christ beings and go through that damn Stargate. That's why they have the underground military bases, people. This is why. Okay? Your Earth is going to turn upside down when the magnetic field completely weakens. Okay? And when the magnetic field completely weakens, then we're going to be vulnerable to the solar flare. So those two events are two astrological events that this government cannot control. Okay? That shit going on in Louisiana right now, that is HAARP. That is the government. What I'm talking about is directly from the universe, and this is what the government cannot control, and this is what they have prepared for. Okay? So the only way you can possibly get past this and get to the Stargate is to have what's called a light body, and your 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons is supposed to go to 6 protons, 1 neutron, 6 electrons. You have to drop 5 neutrons. You have to drop 5 neutrons. 5 neutrons. To get a crystallized body and to activate your Merkaba light ship, you have to drop 5 neutrons. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. These people over here talking about Jesus this, Jesus that. Jesus is the sun in the sky. Jesus is the star in the sky. Then I got one idiot talking about, oh, you're going to burn in hell. You're going to burn in hell. Okay. That's fine, because we're all in hell right now. You moron, we're all in hell right now. You know hell is Helios? Hell is Helios, which is the sun. We're all under Helios right now. So what's your point? We're in a 666 carbon prison body right now, which is a prison for our soul under the sun, which is hell. The third dimension is hell, you moron. You stupid moron. Okay? It's really sad. You know what I'm saying? The level of ignorance that I have to deal with on a daily basis. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Like I said, if anybody can show me any proof of any grave sites of anybody who was mentioned in the Bible, I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit. Until then, your Bible is misconstrued information from the Egyptian book of the dead and the Egyptian book of life. Plain and simple. And all these King James nuts and all these Hebrew Israelites, but they're not Israelites, okay? They're not real. They say they're Israel, but they're not real. Okay, those individuals are very, very misinformed. Okay, because King James was a demonologist, and the books he wrote before he translated the Bible were books on demonology. Go look it up. Like I said, go look it up. Since you want to attack the messenger. It's really sad. And then they try to say, oh, he wasn't a homosexual because he had a wife and children. Dummies. Like I said, just dummies. So wait a second. Will Smith, the actor Will Smith, has a wife and children. He's a homosexual. So just because he has a wife and children doesn't mean that he doesn't like to take it up the butt? I want to know, what the hell is wrong with people? Like, what is wrong with people? How stupid can you be? King James was a homosexual demonologist who wrote books on demonology. And not only was he king of Scotland/England, he actually sold the Moors into slavery. King James sold his own descendants, his own family, the Moors, into slavery. Look at the time period he was ruling in England. Guess what? That was the same time period slavery was going on in the United States. So the same time our ancestors were picking cotton and getting beaten with whips and getting hung and tortured, this man, King James, was king of England, sitting back on his damn throne, watching it go on. And this is who you guys pay homage to. This is who you guys pay homage to. King James, the demonologist, the traitor, the demonologist, the man who told you to fear the serpent wisdom. My people, the truest thing in the Bible, the truest thing in King James's Bible is the Creator saying, my people will perish for lack of knowledge. That's all I gotta say, because you Christians are gonna perish for a lack of knowledge. You're going to perish. That's why Obama ordered them 30,000 guillotines in this country. 30,000 of them. Guess what? You know why? Because you Christians think that you're Christ-like beings, and you're not. And you're not. You don't even know what the term Christian means, because you worship a person named Serapis Christus. The word Christ was around thousands of years before the Jesus character was invented. I know it hurts. I know the truth hurts. But you got to live with it. You got to deal with it, and you got to live with it, and you got to accept it. And you got to move on. You got to move on. Okay? I have tons of videos exposing the Jesus deception. I have tons of videos exposing it. So, like I said, Christians, when the Creator created hundreds of millions of other people who lived on this planet before, quote unquote, Jesus got here, what happened to the people who lived on this planet before Jesus got here? Did they all perish and burn in hell because Jesus didn't come and die? So all the people who were existing on this planet for thousands of years, those people automatically went to hell? I don't understand the logic of your thinking. You know why? Because religion has thrown your logic and thrown your logical brain and your logical mind out the goddamn window. And like I said, you will perish for your lack of knowledge. You will perish. Like I said, if any, and guess what? I'm ready to embarrass people on a public stage. Any Hebrew Israelite, any Christian, you know what I'm saying? Any person who's promoting this flat earth crap, if you want to set up a debate on a public arena where we have a structured debate rules, and we each have 20 minutes to get our point across, and we'll put some money up. We'll put some money up for the winner, and that'll be it. And that'll be it. Like I said, I'm ready to start embarrassing these morons on a public stage. I'm in front of a crowd of thousands. Like I said, these fools are not ready. These fools are not ready. They're not ready. They're getting ready to perish. Their 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons are going to stay in the 666. And let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen to the people who don't go through the Stargate when the solar flares hit. When the solar flares hit. Spontaneous combustion. Human spontaneous combustion. I want everybody watching this video to go on Google and put in human combustion and spontaneous human combustion. When your soul, that's why they call it a soul, and that's why they call the sun the soul, the solar system, the soul, where the souls are birthed in this dimension and go out of this dimension through the solar, through the soul. You have a soul which came from soul, which was the sun. That's why they call it a soul. So for all the people whose carbon doesn't go from a 666 to a 616, they're going to get burnt the fuck up under Helios, which is hell, which is your biblical hell, which is Helios. Stupid damn dummies. Unbelievable. You're going to, people, during that time, from 2019 to 2021, you are going to be seeing people walking down the street, driving in their car, catching on fire spontaneously. Mark my goddamn words. Go look it up. You think I'm crazy? Go look it up. Human spontaneous combustion. If your aura is too weak to take the solar flare, okay, take the heat from the solar flare, and to take that radiation from Ra, your body and your aura is not gonna know what to do with that energy, okay? And for a lot of people out there, they already poisoned and weakened their DNA and their blood, okay? They weakened their aura and they weakened their DNA. So when the solar flares hit their DNA, their mitochondrial DNA is not going to be activated. Their molecular structure is not going to go from a 666 to a 616. So instead of becoming crystallized to block the harmful rays, you're going to spontaneously combust. Go look it up. Like I said, go look it up. You can call me a fear mongerer. You can call it fear porn. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. All I know is for all these dummies out here that's poisoning their body and that's hating on other people for no goddamn reason, committing crimes, murder, incest, rape, you see what I'm saying? Spreading diseases and shit, you're going to spontaneously combust. One person can only do so many evil goddamn deeds before you ain't got no soul no more. Before your soul is just done. Period. I got motherfuckers who really think I'm insane and out of my mind. Go look this information up yourself. It already has been happening since 2012. But see, that's just the start of the process. It's really about to kick up 2019 to 2021 when them stargates really start to open and you see the earth getting ready to tilt over. And the sun, ladies and gentlemen, the sun is a living organism. The sun is a star that is born, that grows, and that dies in supernova. And they call it supernova because nova means 9. So the star that dies spirals up into a 9, which is a nova portal. Then they say when the star dies, a black hole opens a portal. The spiral 9 supernova when the star dies. They don't get it. These people out here don't get it. Anybody who's telling you that this information is not accurate is very uneducated. Okay? And they have not done diligent research. They haven't done it. Okay? So like I said, there's going to come a time on this planet where you're either going to spontaneously combust, you're going to drown in the floods, or your Merkaba is going to be activated. It's going to be one of the 3 outcomes. And we are going to be facing that in the near future. Okay? Like I said, if you don't believe me, just look up spontaneous combustion. And I'm actually under the impression right now that this whole movement with everybody saying that global warming is a farce and a hoax, this movement of people saying that global warming is a hoax, that is a hoax. It is a hoax movement for the global warming hoax movement. That global warming hoax movement is a goddamn hoax. The hoax is a hoax. Okay? Go figure that one out. Because everybody on this planet knows that it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter because the sun is growing and growing and growing, and the electromagnetic field around the earth is weakening and weakening and weakening. So that equals hotter weather, hotter weather, hotter weather. So these guys are getting paid off hundreds of millions to come up with this bullshit lie that the global warming thing is a hoax. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't no damn hoax. The sun is really melting the ice caps, which is going to raise the water levels. There's getting ready to be a pole shift, which is going to cause massive flooding. And then the sun is growing, which is going to cause more heat and solar flares. Like I said, it talked about it in Revelations, and Revelations came from off the walls of Kemet, off the walls of Egypt. It's right there for you guys to see. It's right there on the Georgia Guidestones. Only 500 to 1 billion make it out of 7 billion. Go figure. Okay? But like I said, this Jesus stuff, this even the Muslim stuff has been tainted and misconstrued. And the Zionism, like I said, all religion, you are paying your homage to the planet Saturn. Okay, the Lord of the Rings, the El God, who controls the EMF waves of electricity on this planet that causes you to become an elder in age in this 666 matrix. Okay, that is the illusion of time, comes from El, which controls your religion. Electricity coming from El, Saturn. The EMF waves, the electric waves from El cause you to be an elder in this dimension. Okay? Saturn controls time in this whole goddamn galaxy. That's what your government doesn't want you to know. So like I said, anybody pushing Jesus down your throat, anybody pushing any major religion down your throat, anybody pushing this new age I'm a god bullshit when they can't create nothing and they out here getting shot down in the streets. Anybody promoting this flat earth garbage, I'm sorry. You have to be a goddamn agent. You have to be an agent. Period. Like I said, when the creator created the first molecular structure, which was an atom, which was a neutrino and an atom, it was all spherical. Then the molecules came together, which the spherical molecules came together and created rocks, which were spheroid. Then those spheroid rocks came together and created asteroids, which were spherical. Then those spherical asteroids came together and created moons. Then they got bigger and became planets. Then they got bigger and bigger, and their magnetism was so powerful. You see what I'm saying? They created nuclear energy in their core, and they became stars, which were spherical. Crazy people talking about there's no hieroglyphics of a damn globe. Take your ass to Sumeria and look at the Sumerian tablets. Not only did it show the globe, it showed the whole goddamn solar system. Talking about there's no hieroglyphics of a motherfucking globe. Unbelievable. And I'm here to say it out in the forefront. All the motherfuckers promoting this flat earth shit are connected with the Jesus doctrine. Because what is the first thing a flat earth person tells you when they say that they believe in the flat earth? Well, in the Bible it says 4 corners of the earth. Then they say that Jesus, I believe the flat earth because Jesus does. So this was a massive psyop to suck people back into Christianity, because I'm dead serious. 75% of the time, the reason they say the earth is flat and stationary is because they say it says so in the Bible and Jesus tells me so. Well, wait a second. Yo, Jesus, it's archaeological proof and forensic evidence that motherfucker never existed. So you're saying you're gonna believe the flat earth because somebody who never existed said it was a flat earth? Where's your logic? Like I said, I will break this shit down like no other. If you're on a flat grid and the sun is coming towards you and moving away from you, the sun is going to start out small. The sun is going to start out small in your vision. And as it gets closer to you towards the top of the sky, its image is going to get bigger. Its image is going to get bigger in picture frame. Then when it leaves your vision on the sunset, the image of the sun is going to get smaller. The sun is never going to set on a flat earth model. It's going to stay in the sky. It's going to leave your vision and it's going to get smaller as it goes. The same if a helicopter comes over your house. The image is going to start out small, then it's going to get bigger, then it's going to get smaller in your picture frame as it goes away. Why does the sun stay the same picture frame as it goes over the sky and as it goes down? It goes in an up and down motion. It doesn't go in a spiral diagonal motion like it should if it was orbiting around a flat plane. I can see the stars at the top of the firmament 30,000 miles up with the naked eye. So I can't stand on a mountain in California and look through a telescope and see the sun shining over Russia. The sun lights up a longitude of 4,000 miles and a latitude of 9,000 miles. And it's only 3,000 miles off the earth. So I can't look through a telescope and see that while standing at high elevation, shining over another country? Wait a second, I thought it had no curvature. If the sun and moon were orbiting around in a clockwise motion over a flat motionless plane, all your wind currents and all of your hurricanes and all of your tornadoes would be spiraling in the same goddamn direction all over the planet. It's really sad. Like I said, it's really sad. I mean, I have so much proof for days to debunk the bullshit that you guys push. There's something called a Mercury and a Venus transit, where the Mercury and Venus's image comes in between the Earth and the Sun, I believe once every 18 months. And people have documented this. So that means that Mercury and Venus are in between the Sun and the Earth. So where's Mercury and Venus on your Play School Flat Earth model? Where is it? Ungoddamn believable. Unbelievable. And you can't say that the images of the planets, are holograms. You can't say that because flat brainers think that that satellites don't exist. Yeah, like I said, flat brainers think that satellites don't exist. So you can't make up the lie and say that the planets we see are holographic projections. Because according to flat brainers, satellites don't exist. So you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways, flat brainers. You can't have it both ways. So like I said, if anybody can give me some logical explanation that can prove you're Jesus, that can prove you're flat earth, you know what I'm saying? That can prove any religion that you're tied to, I'll shut up. I'll shut my mouth. But until then, I'm going to keep bashing it. I'm going to keep bashing the bullshit. Because, like I said, if it looks like bullshit, smells like bullshit, it's bullshit. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay? When you came into this earth, you came from a sperm cell which had a spheroid head that went into a spherical object and created your spherical fetus in your mother's spherical womb, and you came out through a portal. Okay? Your head and your brain is spherical. Your heart is a spheroid. Your stomach is a spheroid. Your testicles are a spheroid. Your chakras to your soul are spheres. The aura field around you is a sphere. We are living organisms just like the earth. The earth doesn't have one magnetic pole, because otherwise there wouldn't be an electromagnetic field. You need two poles. Flat brainers, you need two poles to create an electromagnetic field around the earth. One on the top of the object, one on the bottom of the object. You need a positive pole and a negative pole to create the electromagnetic field. Two poles. But idiots out here think there's only one pole. Guess what? You know why? Because you're out of balance. You're out of balance. You have no balance. You believe everything that Neil deGrasse Tyson and B.O.B. say when they were both paid off by the goddamn CIA and NASA to promote that whole garbage. Did you know that? Did you know that? They killed fucking Dr. Sebi, but they still letting B.O.B.'s homosexual ass talk about a goddamn flat earth. Why is that? Why is that, flat brainers? Flat brainers, why is that? It's sad, because you know what this shows me? This shows me the mental state of society right now. It shows me the mental state of society right now. And you're done. Like I said, you're going to perish for a lack of knowledge, and you're going to spontaneously combust when them solar flares start kicking. Period. Okay? Also flat brainers. Like I said, I could keep this going. When I stand in southern Australia and I look south, the stars and the moon's image goes counterclockwise. goes from my right to my left. Same thing when I'm on the southern tip of South Africa, when I'm in southern New Zealand, and when I'm in southern Chile and southern Argentina. When I look south, the stars and the moon's image goes from my right to my left. When I look south in Las Vegas in the northern hemisphere, the stars and the moon's image goes from left to right. Can't happen on a flat surface. Can't happen. Well, I mean, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. Like I said, you can show all the hatred you want to show, but until you debunk my claims and debunk the facts that I stated, what you believe in is bullshit. Because I don't believe in belief. I don't operate off of belief. I operate off of knowledge and what I can prove scientifically and forensically. Okay? So, like I said, anybody pushing this Jesus lie, anybody pushing this anybody pushing Allah, because like I said, that shit was corrupted too. And you can see what's going on with the motherfuckers who corrupted Islam, because they turned against the woman. They turned against ISIS, who represents the female energy that is projected on this planet. So the Muslims turned against the woman, which was ISIS. Now look what ISIS is doing to they goddamn asses over there. That's called karma. That's called karma. You see that? They have no resources. All their resources was raided. Their women was murdered. Their children was murdered. And their land was taken over. And now the goddamn oil is being pumped out of their damn land. Just because you told your woman, Islam, I got love for you, but you turned against your woman. You turned against your woman. Now you're being paid back. You told your woman to stand behind you. If your woman has any disagreements with you, you have the right to stone her to death. What the fuck is that? Like I said, these motherfuckers that want to twist my Kemetic ancestors' laws, you're going to be punished because Muslim, the Quran was misconstrued information off of the Kemetic walls, just like the damn Bible. Just like the Bible. And they getting punished too. They getting punished for that shit too. Okay? We're dealing with parasites on this planet. The parasites on this planet are literal. They're literal parasites because they're sucking the black blood. They're sucking the melanated blood out of the earth, which is the oil. They're sucking the melanated blood out of the earth, which is the oil, which is the dark oil, which is the literal blood of the earth. The earth is a living organism just like the sun. Just like the sun. It's living. And these parasites, these Zionist bastards, Jews, are sucking the life and the black blood out of the earth. They're chopping the trees down on earth. They're polluting the earth's atmosphere and weakening the field. So guess what? Earth has no choice but to kick back. I'm going to repeat, earth has no choice but to kick back. And when it kicks back, only a chosen few is getting ready to walk through them stargates. Because like I said, you're going to see massive earthquakes. I'm talking about continent shifting earthquakes too. I'm not talking about that bullshit, the bullshit we've been seeing for the last 20 years. I'm talking about continent splitting earthquakes. You're going to see earthquakes. You're going to see drought. You're going to see tidal waves, massive flooding. Okay. And you're going to see solar flares. And these stupid idiots out here want to argue over some bullshit made up religion. They want to argue over the shape of the goddamn earth instead of taking out the true parasites in power and putting their fucking money where their mouth is to prove your claim or to go against the Zionist Jews in power. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to argue and debate over meaningless bullshit. And it's sad because it's happening while their leaders in the conscious community are being assassinated. Okay, and while innocent people are being gunned down in the streets by police. They don't want to talk about real topics because they're cowards. They have no soul they have no soul because they're not connected to the real soul of the solar system, which is the sun, which they called Saul back in Babylon. Time to wake up, man. It's time to wake up, man. I'm putting this information out there because y'all got to understand. I care. I do. I may come off like an asshole, but I do care. Okay? And like I said, I really don't give a fuck about what race, you know what I'm saying, somebody is. The only thing I have animosity towards is how Caucasians used Christianity as a disguise for their evil all across the planet. That is what I have animosity towards. Okay? That is what my main animosity is towards. It is not towards anybody of a different race personally. It's not personal. Okay? So like I said, I put this information out there because I care. I know the government psyops. I know the government is feeding us bullshit. I know what's going on in this planet. I know the plan for martial law. I know about all of that. And I'm trying to get my people prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually for those events that are going to come in the future, man. So like I said, that's really all I had to say today. I appreciate everybody who supported the RFD movement, Atlantean movement. You know, I thank the creator and the ancestors for pushing this this channel over 10,000 subscribers. Okay, I appreciate everybody. Okay, so, you know, like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's the Chosen One, man. I'm out.